Hey everybody, welcome back to 7 Days to Die. You will notice that I am boiling eggs, a little task I had an issue with in the previous episode. So, boiling eggs seems pretty obvious, as many of you said. You use water and eggs, but I just thought I could throw the egg in here and wasn't thinking about the term boiled. Thought I could just cook the egg. I actually don't eat boiled eggs. I do not like them at all. But anyway, we've got that in there, and in fact I've actually made a number of eggs. As this last weekend I played multiplayer. I played this multiplayer with a friend of mine. He came over, so there was lots of practicing involved. We played the game for many hours, stayed up very late, and I had a really good time. I had a blast playing this multiplayer. And speaking of that, I do want to do a multiplayer run of this, probably with that very same friend at some point in the future. I think that would be a lot of fun. So we're going to work out the details of that at some point, I think. He really had a blast playing it. And him and I have done a multiplayer thing before with Lego Marvel's Superheroes. So anyway, stay tuned for that, potentially at some point. Now right now, food, let's go ahead and do this because we're not doing all that great on food. So we'll go ahead and eat some of these eggs. I've got a good amount of water, and we've got water that we can boil as well. So fortunately that's been going pretty well. Let's see, I did clear that out. It's been a little while since I've been in here, so I'm trying to kind of catch up and see where I'm at. Metal strips to repair the pickaxe. I'm kind of thinking that we might do that. Actually, don't remember if I have strips in here, though. It doesn't look like it, but we could get some. I could. This guy makes metal strips, and maybe the gun parts do as well. I don't quite recall. We could check that out. I don't have an immediate need for the pickaxe, though, come to think of it. It's not something that I need to be repairing right now. Probably just, excuse me. I'll probably just put it away. I don't intend on digging, but you know what we should do? We should probably cook the rest of the eggs. And let's see here. Where was that? I thought I had more. Let me carry one of these. I got bottle. Oh, I do have 3 there. That's weird. I thought I glanced at it. I thought it said 1. Probably looking at the murky water. Let's go ahead and head back over here. What I want to do is, let's see, let's do this. Oops, wrong way. Let's go ahead and do this thing really quick. And then what we'll do is, I think we'll run over and probably fill up the remaining, the 3 bottles that I have here. Now, one of the things that I really want to get to as well is making a mold, a jar mold, so I can crank out a bunch of jars, because I believe we had some glass in there. So that would be really cool. Then we can really make sure that water is no longer an issue when we've got a lot of jars going on. And we're so close to water over here. Let's cruise over and get some murky water really quick. Take a dunk in the nasty water. There we go. I had a problem with this earlier where I was right-clicking, like, why isn't it filling up? It is a little bit finicky about when it will fill up, and I accidentally kind of clicked it twice, so I ended up filling it and then drinking it. That was not cool at all. So, pretty calm out right now. We're not seeing any zombies nearby. Things are pretty chill. We are going to be approaching nighttime pretty soon. It's getting darker. Let's go ahead and queue this up now that this is cool, or... I thought I had time on that. Maybe I was thinking the reverse. I had 40. I guess I didn't hit cook. Maybe that's my problem. So anyway, let's see. We've got the murky water. We can throw that in. It says a minute 20. So that'll cover that. We'll go ahead and let that stuff boil. I think we're going to throw this guy in here. Probably over here, right? Okay, cool. And then, of course, we wanted to boil the rest of the eggs. That's kind of what I'm forgetting now. So maybe we'll hang out here and do that. So yeah, the multiplayer was just an absolute blast. We ended up kind of doing a cave. I dug a cave just like this one. I even threw in a few doors. We kind of started to get settled in and then decided to move because we were really far from water and we were getting jars. We were having to do these long runs. So we just decided to actually go. We found a cliff near a river. Pretty sweet setup, and we were going from there. Basically, when we left off, it was something like 4 in the morning. We were just getting ready to actually start building a structure right outside of our cave when we had to call it quits. It was just a little too late. But anyway, like I said, we're going to get around to doing some more multiplayer, I think, of that. And I may even be doing some of that this weekend with 2 friends. And so we'll get a little bit more practice in and kind of consider that for a series like I mentioned before. So let's see, we're going to get this guy done here, just about done. Water is definitely a thing, or food is definitely a thing, so we want to do this guy here. Now, I don't know if it's kind of a one-to-one deal. I'm not really sure if I can get away with doing 1 water or not. Let's go ahead and hit cook. Let's see if 1 does all of them, or does it just kind of do 1 at a time? Yeah, okay. Definitely have to have more water. We'll go ahead and dedicate those 3 there. That's fine. 15 seconds. So that'll cover the rest of the eggs. Do it. Okay, oh yeah, we're definitely getting darker, unfortunately. I thought I would maybe go do a couple quick runs nearby, but I don't think we're really gonna have time. I don't want to be out here super late. I think what we're gonna do is I'm gonna gather up a couple more things that are nearby here, and then we'll go ahead and rest through the night until the morning. Yeah, you hear that? That's been going all night. Now, I don't know if they're attacking something, but I'm a little scared that they're trying to dig their way in here. When I crouch, well, now it says sensed. Okay, as just a little bit ago, I was not being sensed. Just as a few minutes ago, I was not sensed at all, and through the night I kept checking, it was not sensed. So now I really do believe that they are on their way in here. So we're gonna run out of here really quick. I have upgraded the door. A number of you mentioned that. Basically, make sure I have planks, right-click the door, and upgrade them. So I've gone ahead and done that. Actually, as you can see, I made a crossbow. I've made the bolts, at least 28 of those for now. So I think we should be pretty good to go. Now 7 o'clock just hit. They seem to have died down out there, so I think probably now is a good time to go out there. I also repaired my stone axe and kind of cleaned out the inventory a little bit. Not that I really needed to. Another thing that I did was I made the molds here. So I made the jar mold and I made the glass window mold, but they are acting up again. Let's go out there and get this taken care of. This is annoying. Okay, maybe they're fighting some animal upstairs or something. I don't know. Well, let's kind of walk out of here. I don't want to draw them down here near my door. Something is going on up there, though, and it has been annoying all night like this. Let's actually go up there and see what's going on, because this is kind of driving me crazy. Let's see if we can see what kind of activity. It's like a party going on up there, and who knows, they actually could be tunneling down, so probably something we want to check out and make sure that's not what's happening, because that would be bad. That would actually startle the crap out of me, just to have zombies come pouring in through the ceiling and I wouldn't even notice until it was too late. Okay, let's see here. So far, not seeing anything. All that activity sounded like it was right on top of me, though. And I figure even if for some reason they despawned or disappeared, as it looks like they may have, it's completely quiet over here now, we could at least check for any digging. So we're currently standing, right here we're standing directly over the cave, and we don't see any signs of tampering. So that's a good thing. Do some garbage up here, though. We actually haven't been up here yet. Oh, look at this. Cool. Reloading. Let's actually check that out. We're going to go ahead and read this guy really quick. Cool. We got a new recipe unlocked. It works. Gun related, I assume. Did not mean to hit that. Okay, we're going to take a look around while we're up here. See if there's anything else to loot. Any other garbage bags or anything like that. Almost thinking I could make some wood spikes and put it all over the roof area so that if they do get up there and are hanging up there, at least they're kind of walking all over these spike traps Totally getting cut down. Those things hurt. I walked on one in multiplayer. It was bad. I didn't die, but I had a lot of life, and it really took a lot down. It was not cool. They do not mess around with those. So yeah, we are not seeing anybody here, not at all. Now we could go back into the house and see, first of all, I don't know if it's been long enough for the stuff that I did check to respawn new loot. But yeah, we could check that out. Since things seem to be so quiet, we'll just creep on over here. And I actually noticed this before when I played multiplayer too. It seemed as though the morning was really calm and you could go a long time without seeing any zombies. So anyway, maybe we will get lucky. Let's see, is that, no, that's still, these are still empty. This isn't touched though. Got some cans, more cans. This isn't touched either. We were probably, you know, oh, that scared the crap out of me. This game does a really good job of startling me, or I just spook easy. There's a reason why I don't play the jump scare kind of games, because I would be all over the place, which, you know, it's kind of the appealing thing, right? People like to watch that. They seem to like to watch channels where people get scared and jump and they got the face cam stuff, but yeah, I'm not really all into being startled that much. I'm certainly not into doing that on camera. So as much as, and in fact, I've heard from a number of you, you would love to see me play some of those games. I know that The Forest has been mentioned. There's been a number of those kind of scary games mentioned that I should play, but that's probably not going to happen. That's a little too much for me. Medicine cabinet. That'll work. We have not been upstairs in here. I'm not sure what's up here, but hopefully clear. Looks like it. Feathers. Nothing there. I don't think you can actually check this vent thing, though. Alrighty. Well, that's cool. Couldn't remember if you could check the toilet either. So we could go around to the other side. I obviously could chop through this, but it is open, so we'll just loop around and see see what's over here. Yeah. Kind of step in here, make sure we're relatively safe. Yeah, that's been checked. I don't want to pick up any... I don't need any furniture back in the cave. There you go. That said, I could take the wood chair with me. Let's do that. It's empty, and that goes back into the room. Doesn't look like we have anything else here of interest. Yeah, that was empty. Okay, let's cruise back over here. See if we missed anything in our rush. Look at you, little crawler down there. Okay. I'm carrying meat now. Alright. Is that just you, little crawler? Let's try to loot this stuff really quick and get out of here. Another chair. More jars, that's cool. Okay, cool. We'll leave it at that. We shall leave it at that. Could take him out and see if he's carrying anything cool on him. Thump him in the head a bit. Nope. Okay. Well, I think what we'll do is we'll run around here and loot. I see a couple garbage kind of piles back here. So I'm going to kind of go around this this cabin here and investigate. Let me jump into the map really quick. So I am like drawing attention, I think because of the meat I'm carrying. This is probably not good. I'm just going to set this out there. Yeah, it looks like I'm walking away from that. So it is going to draw people, or it is going to draw zombies to that spot. I suppose I could have carried it out here and left it, but that's okay. Is all of this, okay. Looks like this is all still empty. So I forgot how long it was that it takes to refill some of this stuff. I thought it was just a few days, but maybe it needs more than that. Anyway, like I said, let's go ahead and take a look at the map. We could, I think I may cross into the water and explore a little bit. We could jump over there and see if there's anything interesting. But I think really if I'm going to explore, I'm going to probably want to run north and investigate the road. In the meantime, I'm going to loop around here through the houses, and or around the houses rather, and see if I can find anything nearby that I might have missed. Okay, well I found a little bit more food, and I found some more water as well, so we're a little bit more mobile than we were, and I worked my way up to the intersection up here, and so I think what we're going to do is follow this road north a bit, just do a little bit of exploring since, like I said, we're a little more mobile right now. Take this opportunity to see what's up the road a bit, and also of course we're going to loot things as we go, the various garbage piles here. Okay. Always keep an eye off-road. We've got a bag up the middle. Actually, a couple more over there, too. But I spotted one here. Two, actually. So we got all kinds of stuff around here. Usually easier to find this stuff near roads. And we got a book, too. Home maintenance. Excellent. I did see a crawler back there. Lurching along. I think he's trying to stealth me. Oh, food. Seriously, Weem. I'm so bad at watching that, but that's okay. Not a big deal. Let's bring this, whoa, not the dog food. Oh, maybe it was dog food I found. I thought this was actually legit food. It'd give me gas, but you know what? If we're desperate, that's fine. Okay, let's see here. Check this guy out. And let's hit the map up. So we could actually be not that far from another biome. Kind of feel like checking that out. Probably book it up here really quick. Thought I saw a bag, but maybe that was cotton. So as I'm moving, I'm seeing some cliffs over here, and according to the map, it looks like there's a little bit of water as well. And I'm just a sucker for like hills and cliffs, these kind of steep edges, and I like to think about how I could dig in and make some new shelter and everything. So I'm just going to go take a peek, just a little interested. I just want to step over this edge here. Well, that's cool. Kind of fills in there. It's pretty interesting. Really love the terrain. I love the randomized world. Back when I had first played it, back last year or whatever it was, you just had the one world to play in. It was always the same, and the variety. It had some hills outside of the town area, but it didn't seem like they were too, you know, varying, I guess. They were out there. There were certainly some bigger hills and everything, but here you definitely see, at least as far as I recall, I've seen quite a few cliffs and stuff, which I don't remember seeing before. Very interesting. It just adds that. It just adds to that effect of that feel of exploration you have. I'm always kind of wondering, like, what's over the next hill, or what's over there? That could be a really cool spot. You know, we could set up some cool shelter or something. Give me long enough, and I'm going to move all over the place. I'm going to set up bases and move. Set up a base and move, and just keep doing that. So let's see, where are we at here on the map? We are not anywhere near. I mean, we should be closing in on the next biome or another road, but we're certainly closing in on some zombies, that's for sure. I think we're just going to go ahead and eat some cat food. It's not going to be all that great, but that's okay. Yeah, my stomach did not like that. Oh, we're here in the plain. There it is. Just as I approached the new biome, this guy flew straight over. You can see the biome right there. I'm not seeing... Oh, there we go. Excellent. There's a drop. And it's kind of back south, which we should probably start heading back. Again, there's the new biome, so we pretty much got there. Now what I want to do is keep an eye on that drop. I know it was in this general direction. Here's an opening. There we go. So we're just going to head... Let's see, what are we heading? Southwest. Just keep heading that direction. Hopefully find some good stuff in that crate. Okay, I saw it drop just beyond this hill. Let's see, we don't... There it is. Hey, this is mine. Are you not sensing me yet? It's my crate. It's my supply drop. Okay, let's see what we've got here. A book. Look at all that water. Excellent. We are certainly going to take that. Just made it back to camp. I had a little bit of hunger pains on the way, but that's okay. We've got water in here, boiling up eggs, and in fact, we're probably going to make some of this goldenrod tea. And I've actually made that. I ended up being able to make that in the multiplayer game, and you guys are right, it is definitely very good. It's very helpful. So let's see, we're going to go ahead and take the eggs out of here. We're going to drop this guy in with... I don't want to use all of the water, so I guess that's all we're really going to kind of go with for now. Let's see, we need one more of those guys. So we'll get two of the 2 bottles or 2 jars of the tea going. We have 7 empty bottles currently, so that's pretty good. We can go fill those guys back up. And now that I had the molds made from earlier, we can start getting into some glass stuff. So for now, let's go ahead and start reading some books while that stuff's being made. The home maintenance book and the hunting knife book. So I don't recall if that's actually going to show you kind of the new stuff. You know, in here, if you just jump in here, I didn't know if it like stuck out or anything. And I don't know if I'm even going to know when I see it. Like, hey, I didn't have that before and now I do. One of the things I wanted to do, let's actually, you know what? We have the wood window. We have the mold. See, I wanted to make the glass, and I can't remember if that was something that we just needed. Let's see. Let's take a peek in here. Because I do have the glass mold, and I've got the glass, but I don't know. I'm trying to remember how to make the jars. I did it before, but it's very late at night. So let's see. We did this, and I guess I just put the glass in here. Maybe that was all that really was needed. Can't quite recall. That would make the glass, and then with the glass and the jar mold, we could make the jars. And I want to say that this glass actually made a number of jars. I don't know if it's 4 or it seemed like it was a good amount of them. We're going to go ahead and make this piece of glass really quick, and then we'll go ahead and try that. Actually, we can let that go, right? Let's see here. We want the jar mold. Okay, let's take a peek. So we have the glass. We can take that mold out. We've got the jar mold. That guy. There it goes. Oh, I was going to say, is it going to actually finish that? I guess not. Okay, so it just made one. For some reason, oh, it's just done one there. Okay, let it finish, Weem. Okay, so it did 2 for each of the windows that we had. That's cool. I was looking into how to craft the window, and I didn't see anything. I couldn't remember if I had crafted those before, or if in the multiplayer, Brandon and I had simply found them. I don't know if you can throw one of these in. I don't think so. But I was looking in here for glass and things like that. I just wanted to make the 1 pane of glass. And my assumption was that you could do that, but at least here at a glance I can't. And I think really what was happening when we were playing was that I had a whole bunch of glass we had found, because 2 people running around day and night looting, we found all kinds of stuff. So I don't think glass was really that much of a problem. But anyway, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap it up for the day. We've got pretty well set up. We looted a number of things. We've got a little bit of food going. We can certainly cook some more eggs. Food is still a bit of an issue, but water probably not so much anymore. Let's go ahead and take the Goldenrod Tea out here. You can see the 40 stamina, 40 hydration. Very, very helpful. That's pretty awesome. So what I need to do is go dump everything, reorganize all this stuff, and then we will pick it up again. Thanks for stopping in, everybody. I appreciate it, and we'll catch you next time.